He's going to share a little bit of encouragement with you, a little bit of a challenge, right? Something for you to bring with you as you start on Monday. All right? So clap it up for him.
What's going on, fellas? How we doing? Good. Hey, who's out there dropping passes, bro? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Hey, who dropped the pass today? Come on. I want to see more. Hey, but that's why I'm here today with you guys, is because I understand that you're not gonna be perfect, right? You're not gonna be perfect, and football is not a game of perfection. It's a game of heart. It's a game of drive. It's a game of will, right? Some of you have to do things out there on the field to maybe give yourself a shot to go to college, right? Some of you have to want to be out there because this is your happy place. This is where you feel at home, right? And some of you are out there because you're just gifted. You just have that talent, God-given ability. Now, with that God-given ability, I want to ask you this question. Are you using it the right way? Are you using it the right way? And what I mean by that is we have one thing in our life that we can always control. And that will always be our response. And there's going to come times in life where you're going to be asked to respond in a proper manner of where, hey, this dude's been rude to me. You know, he keeps on chirping. He's out there in the field telling me I'm trash. I'm going to knock him over the head with the helmet on, right? Nah, what you do is you respond with character. You let your game do the talking. You let what you can produce do the talking. You let your work do the talking. Your off-season do the talking. I'm going to share with you 3 principles today while we have short time. And they are resiliency, sacrifice, commitment. Now, the first principle is resiliency. When I think of resiliency, I think of Rocky Balboa. Who's watching any Rocky movies? I love Rocky. I mean, I think that a lot of his movies you can apply valuable life lessons to, and you can use it to help you become a better person on this earth. Right? And I think of this scene. He's about to go over to Russia to fight that Russian. The one who literally just got done beating to death Apollo Creed. He's having a discussion with his wife, Adrian, on top of the stairs. She's like, and here, Adrian, sweetest woman, always there for Rocky, been there since day one, supported him. And she's saying, Rocky, don't you see what they're saying in the newspaper? Don't you see that they're saying all these negative things? He's too big. You know how strong he is. You can't win. Rocky's not really paying attention. Once he hears those "you can't win" words, his head pops up. Just looks at her. Goes, Adrian, the woman who's always right. Yeah, maybe I can't win. Maybe all I can do is take all he's got. Maybe all I can do is just stand in there. But in order to defeat me, he's going to have to kill me. In order to kill me, he's going to have the heart to stand in front of me and be willing to die himself. I don't think he's ready for that. Now, when you line up in those one-on-ones, when you line up on that 40-yard line, you got to run that route. You line up and you got to block for your running back. When you line up, you got to hike that ball to your quarterback, even though someone's coming at you right away. I can guarantee you this. The opposing team wants something that you also want. They want to get that ball too. They want to score a touchdown for a pick six. They want things the way you want it. But when you line up, what's the difference? What kind of heart are you going to line up with? Because what's inside of here, no one can take away. Your heart's your heart. People can affect it, but you control it. You talk about resiliency. Look at Rocky, man. He went over there and he didn't die. He beat that Russian. No matter who said he can't win. Even when your biggest supporter says you can't accomplish something, you got to live with unshakable confidence. You got to live with something that you've been building since day one. You got to bring that out. Because if you don't bring that out, then what are you really trying to do with the gifts that you've been given by God? If you don't bring that out, you're just saying, God, I know you gave me this, but I don't want to use it because I'm too scared of what the world's going to bring to me. I'm too scared what the world's going to say to me. I'm too scared to fail. Well, guess what, guys? Failure is going to happen. It's inevitable. You have to fail. You have to drop a pass to catch the next pass, right? You have to get tackled in order to truck someone, right? You have to throw an interception to throw a completion, right? You got to fail. It's part of life. It's part of the game. But that failure, like I said, how you respond will dictate what you do with that failure and how you control it. Because success is ultimately just a culmination of controlling failure. If you can't control one failure, how can you control the next failure? If you can't control that failure, how are you going to control the upcoming failures, right? You have to be able to control failure. You have to be able to use failure to benefit your life in a positive way. Failure is beautiful. You look at it, you embrace it, you accept it. Because life is always happening for us. It's not happening to us. I grew up in the inner city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I had an all-black family around me, all-black community, inner city. I got put into foster care when I was 7 years old, into an all-white family in a predominantly all-white town. And having to go through that, having to see that, all of a sudden drastic change, I had no control over it. No control over it. I couldn't be like, nah, I'm going to live on my own. I'm going to support myself at 7 years old. I'm going to get this job. No, I couldn't do that. That was out of the picture. But what I could do was respond in a way of where, hey, listen, I understand this is out of my control, but what I can control is my attitude. What I can control is how I live my life. What I can control is my resiliency. What I can control is understanding that I have a purpose and that this is just part of it. I understand that me getting adopted into an all-white town, into an all-white family, is part of where God needs to have me. Because now I come here, I can talk to you guys just like a brother. I have black family members. I've been raised in the hood. I've been raised where I had to walk outside, see shootings, someone on the street getting stabbed. I had to see that. I understand what it's like. But when you understand that this is always happening for us, guys, always happening for us. This is life. We all have to face something. We all have to go through something. I may not have gone through your go through, but I've gone through my go through, and that's why I'm here today to help you understand that with resiliency, with sacrificing the things of life from the now to the future can help you accomplish great things, can help you live the life that God's placed you here to live. Because without sacrifice, where would you be? Where would you be? Where would you be? I can tell you what. My Lord and Savior didn't sacrifice his hands, his rib cage, his life for me. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. Sacrifice is great. But I also wouldn't be here today if my mother didn't sacrifice me to spend more time in the bars with alcohol, with marijuana, with other drugs that harmed her, that caused me to be put into foster care. I understand that we're going to face adversity in life. That's part of building resiliency. But if we don't face that adversity with resilient mindset, then the sacrifices aren't really going to be needed. Because you can't have sacrifice without resiliency. When you talk about sacrifice, I think of a story of my GOAT, Kobe Bryant. 08 Olympics. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Well, LeBron Wade, Bosch, Carmelo Anthony, Boozer, they're all at the club, coming back 6:30 in the morning into the lobby. And you got Kobe down there with his bag going to get a workout in. Sacrificing the temporary fun, what the world views as fun, for the forever, for why he's brought there. They couldn't win gold without him before. So Coach K is like, this is what we need. This is the missing piece right here. I'm going to bring him in. Why? Kobe sacrificed what was the temporary things for the future things. So he could have his jersey up in the rafters. So he could bring home the gold for USA. So he could be a leader, what he's brought to do, say, hey, guys, look, listen, we need to be in this gym early together. Not just me, because I can't just bring us home gold. It's got to be all of us. As they saw that, LeBron started getting the morning workouts. Wade started getting the morning workouts. Bosch, Boozer, so on, domino effect. That's sacrifice right there. Sacrificing your body for your teammate. Sacrificing your stats for the win. Sacrificing. Because we have to sacrifice, guys. We have to. I can't be here today without you. If I didn't sacrifice a place to sleep and sleep in my car all summer long in the heat of the summer, blood, sweat, and tears, to help you guys understand what sacrifice really means. It's beautiful when you look at it. When you talk about sacrifice, you also want to think about commitment too. Are you committed? If you're committed, your sacrifice will be easier. If you're committed, being resilient will be easier. If you're committed, that means that the belief you have in yourself, the unshakable confidence you have in yourself, no one's going to break that. When I think of commitment, I think of the definition of, will you stay committed to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set in has left? It's easy to be committed tomorrow or Monday after the first day of practice. But what happens when you lose your playing time? What happens when you guys aren't performing as well as you may have last year? What happens? When I think of commitment, I have a few short minutes with you guys left, so I'm going to leave on this story. Facing the Giants. Who's ever watched that movie? Yeah. So you probably know. You probably. Yeah. You. Yeah. It's real good. Great.
Everybody counted the coach out, like was saying he couldn't lead the team to victory and shit, and then he like really turned his life to God, and then like started teaching his team about God and teaching them about adversity and like basically pushing them hard as hell.
Yeah.
So then, bro, that little motivation, he blindfolded, bro. Now he blindfolded folks and had dude on his back, and told him he was only going like 50 yards. And he carried folks ass the whole field. Whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a good ass movie. If y'all ain't seen it, watch it.
Yeah.
Just
I appreciate y'all hear him on that one.
I missed out so many details.
Y'all hear him on that one? Well, the last part that he said, he took the message right out of my mouth, right? I want you guys to catch a few things on this one, okay? I'm gonna leave you with this. Commitment. Brock. They're all sitting before practice. And one of his teammates goes, hey, coach, how strong is Westview this year? And Brock goes, a lot stronger than us. So you're just handing them the win like that? You haven't even played it down yet. You just handing them the win like that? Hasn't even reached the fourth quarter yet. And the coach goes, Brock, you really just counted us out like that? And he goes, yeah, if I knew we were stronger than them, I wouldn't be. Brock, who's the leader of the team, right? Linebacker, starting linebacker. Coach, hey, come on over here. Jeremy, you too. I want you to get on Brock's back and do the death crawl. But Brock, I want you to do it blindfolded. And I want you to give me your very best. Will you give me your very best? Brock goes, yeah, I'll give you my best. No, will you give me your very best, Brock? He's like, yeah, I'll give you my best. He's like, no, Brock, will you give me your very best? And Brock goes, yeah, I'll give you my best. But why do I have to do it blindfolded? Because I don't want you cheating when you see you're almost to the destination. Jeremy hops on his back, right? They're going, starting off strong, 10 yards, good, 20 yards, good, 30 yards, good, 40 yards. He starts to feel a little bit. Coach says, don't give up me, Brock. Don't stop, Brock. Brock's like, I'm not stopping. I'm just taking a break. So keep on going, Brock. You said you can be your very best. You said you can be your very best, Brock. 50, 60 yards, 70 yards. Brock starts feeling it. Ah, it hurts. It burns, coach. It burns. Give me your very best, Brock. You said you give me your very best. Don't quit on me, Brock. It burns. He goes. He burns. Brock's got like 25 yards left, and this is what he says. I'm bought out of strength, coach. I can't go any longer. I want you to catch this right here. Because you guys are going to face a time in the fourth quarter where this is going to make or break the game right here. All right? You're dog tired. Coach goes, when you're out of strength, that's when you negotiate with your mind and your heart to find more. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Where are you going to find that strength? You can't find it anywhere else except for in here. Finishing up to 20 yards. 10 yards. 10 more steps, Brock. 9 more steps, Brock. 8 more steps. 5, 3, 1. Brock drops. That's got to be the 60. I don't have more left. That's got to be the 60. Coach takes off his blindfold. Look up, Brock. You're in the end zone. Don't sell yourself short. You know what you got. You just got to believe in it. You know why God's placed you on this earth. You got to have that confidence in yourself. You got to stay committed to yourself. You got to be resilient. You got to be willing to sacrifice. What I love about that scene, right, was this. He bends down and tells Brock, listen, Brock, you've been given a gift of leadership. Don't abuse it. Use it. If you walk around defeated, so will everyone else. God's giving you all a special gift. All in unique ways. All in great ways. All in impactful ways. Now, how are you going to use it? How are you going to serve yourself, and how are you going to serve your teammates, your family members, your peers at school, your co-workers? Because what you instill in this football field can ultimately help you instill in the rest of your life to be successful in all aspects. It's not just a game, guys. It's more than a game. These years go by fast. Some of you are going on to college next year. And at college, everyone's got talent. But does everyone have that heart? Appreciate you guys' time tonight. I got some unshakable confidence.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Oh, bro.
Most definitely.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, you guys.